Alright, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. I like Harry Potter. I have with me, as always, my partner in crime.
Unworld, how are you doing, guys?
He also likes Harry Potter, you may have noticed. And,
Sorry,
there was a demo version for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, at least the PC version. And, because I have a need to play every single piece of media ever made for that game, we're gonna be doing that now. Unworld is gonna be coming along for the ride. You played this, right? You played the demo?
I remember this
I
demo.
think you're
Yes,
the one who told me it
I
exists.
played this
You have.
once or twice,
Once or twice, 4 times.
maybe 4 times, maybe 3 times. I also distinctly remember
A
playing.
million all summer.
No, I do remember playing a Sorcerer's Stone one as well.
Oh, there's a
there's-
Sorcerer's Stone demo. I did not know this.
There is a rare demo for Sorcerer's Stone.
I will have to do some research on the internet and see if I can find it.
It may be on ModDB or something.
I think that's where I found this. Anyway, this is, for those who are uninitiated, a short, I want to say 15-20 minute test level, demo level of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PC. It works sort of like a spell challenge, although there's not really a spell, you're just running around with like Alohomora and Flipendo and that sort of thing.
Is it just those two spells? There's nothing else.
I'm trying to remember if Lumos is used anywhere. I don't believe any of the new spells that are introduced in this game are. As you can see, there's some statues you can cast Flipendo on, chests you can cast Alohomora on. Let's see. I tried recording this game once before, and it didn't really work. There were some things I did not like about the audio, so I said, okay, I'll annoy Unworld, see if he wants to do it again. And here we are. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better.
That's a giant
Compared to what?
Avoid touching them.
Compared to the audio being messed up, which is like an eternal bane of my existence.
Oh yeah. Oh, you said last time, like halfway your audio went a bit iffy, and then you tried to bring it back. Well,
Yeah, that's a fun thing, a fun recurrent issue of mine when I try to co-commentate things over Discord.
Hey.
Is that Discord likes to mess up my my input volume. But I'm looking at it right now in the little Audacity window that I have recording my voice, and it doesn't look too bad so far, and I hope it stays that way.
Great. Are you? What are you
Okay.
using for your recording?
The thing I'm using to record, because this is like an ancient computer running through HDMI output, is just the Elgato capture card that I use for like console games and stuff.
Right.
Which Unworld has seen quite a bit of recently, because we also not too long ago recorded Half-Blood Prince for the Wii version.
Hey.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I
I
remember.
don't know when I'll get around to actually doing anything with that. Knowing me, it'll probably be a while, because I'm an excellent procrastinator.
These rays, by the way.
Yes.
Do you know what they are?
They are, I believe, planar meshes with like semi-transparent textures on them that look like sunlight.
Yeah, they're just meshes without any collision on them. I was surprised when I found it. That's the same in the third game as well.
I definitely noticed it at certain locations in the second game and the full game. I think that's actually the first place where I noticed tricks like this being used for sunbeams,
Yeah.
for god rays and that kind of thing.
When the transparency isn't on, it looks awful.
I'd imagine it would just look like there's a
It's
solid block of something protruding out of the window.
It's like a bunch of, like a 5 or 6 black sheets with a bit of grey inside them, and it just looks, ugh.
Gotta love alpha blending.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever messed around with those things in the game editor for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, but I've definitely done it in other tool sets, and it looks it's one of the places where it's easy to see how game design is just a bunch of visual tricks to make you think the things that you're seeing are real. Oh, this is Spongify. Okay, I completely forgot.
Okay.
I completely forgot that was introduced in this little demo.
I wonder how close to the release of the game the demo was made. It is very much like the
I
release.
think this was the beginning of 2002. 20. I'm used to prefixing years with that now. And I think the full game came out in like October, but I'm not sure. I will have to look that up. Also, I don't know if you noticed, when I walked through this door, the game, like, froze for a half of a second, and I don't know why, but it always does that in that particular location.
I'm not aware, no. It's a very much feature complete. I think it's got...
Yeah, this is, like, the technology, Hara's movement, the engine, and everything it feels very much the same that it does in the main game. I would assume that it's just, like, the content that was still being built at this point.
The actual level file actually, I think, exists in the retail.
Does it?
Yeah.
I remember poking around in it. I didn't see it. If it did, I would totally have just loaded it up in there in the sort of unofficially remastered version of the game and just recorded that, because that would have been much easier. But
yeah, the map
I
is
don't remember
called.
seeing it there.
I think it's called AOL demo, and I don't know if it works or not, but it's packaged as part of the game.
I will have to look around. I love learning new things about this game.
Hey.
I've always been generous with my beans.
Oh no!
You always will. When I'm around, you'll always hear like random bits that you're like, oh, really?
I will never get tired of talking about like the systems design for the early Harry Potter games.
You can stun them by casting
Yeah.
on them. Then you can use Flipendo to push
The
them
fire
away.
crabs. I'm not sure. Did the retail version have those animated spikes on the back?
Animated spikes.
If you
You
notice
mean
that.
the like the glowing effect that they've got? I don't remember. I don't think I ever actually looked that closely at them because I was always running away in terror.
No, I just saw it now because of the cutscene. It was zoomed in. It's like, oh. It's got-
My future self will have to go in and take a look to see if they're doing that. Probably, right? I don't imagine that they would have had that in here without it being greenlit for the full game.
Well, I mean, if you've seen the you know, the Sorcerer's Stone, there was a E3 demo sort of thing. Was it E3 or whatever it was? There's a whole bunch of stuff that didn't make it into the actual game. Like
I don't remember off the top of my head. I know there's a bunch of files
They were
that
like-
are used for like textures and models and stuff that were never
There's-
shown in the full game.
there was a demonstration like by it was like the German version of the game or something, or it was in Germany. And there's a whole bunch of sort of missing spells. There's a whole bunch of like the beans would have sparkling effects on them as well.
Uh-huh. I seem to remember that there was a like a half-complete level for like Privet Drive the Dursleys that wasn't in the final game, or at least assets for one.
Oh, right.
Not a level itself. But I think there were like character models for like Dudley and Uncle Vernon and some things like that.
Hey.
Interesting. I'll have to dig up the other video then to show you, because there's a whole bunch of stuff you probably never even seen that was gone from the game.
I'm sure there is.
Oh, this is like
occasionally...
gone. It's not like it's not like remnants of it are in the retail. These are like properly, like almost a different version of the game.
It was content that was already like in and locked. That was just
It's content that was
removed.
removed from the retail, yeah, that you can't even access at all. It's not there for you to find it. It's not like secretly hidden. It's just not there at all. Completely wiped.
We'd rather have the 50 megabytes on the disk than to have this content that's not being used anyway.
Hey.
I once subdued a Hungarian
This is probably, well, not this demo, but this version is probably the best version of the game.
flavor bean.
Chamber Secrets, PC.
I definitely like it best. I think we
I think
we go over this every single time we play one of these games.
Yeah. I always had a bit of sort of nostalgia for the first game, but I feel like now the second game is the best version.
I'm trying to remember way back when I was like 6 or 7 years older, whenever this came out. I think I played Chamber of Secrets first.
Okay.
Because my dad and I were like walking through the the computer store or something at some point, and like they had like the rack of games, and this one had Harry Potter on it, and Dad was like, "Hey, that has Harry Potter on it," and it was like $20 or whatever, so we picked it up. And later on, I think the way it went is that I found out that there were the other games as well, although I'm not 100% sure on the timeline, because that was nearly 20 years ago now. Which feels weird to say. God, I'm getting old.
20 years ago, bloody hell, yeah. Really? That long
I
ago?
think so. Yeah.
I don't
The,
think so.
the splash screen says copyright 2002, doesn't it? When you open the game?
Yeah, but did you get that game the year it came out?
Probably?
Okay, so that actually is 20
I
years
feel
ago.
like I missed a
bloody hell.
secret or something.
That is a long time ago.
Yeah, I would have been like 6 or 7, and I am 25 now. Which feels old.
Well, I was 8 years old when I got the Harry Potter game, and it was actually the first video game I ever owned.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was definitely the first that I actually took seriously. I remember like Minesweeper and Solitaire and the games that were built into Windows, but I never actually, I don't think.
Yeah,
Like,
I did play pinball and solitaire and stuff like that, but I didn't count them
good
as
old Windows
as,
NT Pinball.
Yeah, never counted them as games.
I mean, they're definitely games. They're just not really
they are,
ones that you would
it's-
sink more than like 20 minutes into at a time.
They're not the ones you think about when you think about games.
It's a different kind of game.
Yeah.
But the things like the N64 or GameCube or whatever would have been out at that time. That was like I had little interest in those until much later, and
You beat
these
it.
three
You
were
beat
really
the game.
the what?
You beat the game, Harry.
Yeah,
Completed
already.
Harry Potter Chamber of
That was
Secrets.
fast. Saved the world in 15 minutes.
Yay.
I like
Okay,
how
so
little of that was actually us talking about the game, and most of it was just us like nerding about the technical details, as always.
As always, I mean that's how it goes. So there's 3 spells. This. I wonder if they made this demo after the game was complete, and they just made a level. I don't know.
I will have to verify like when things came out. I would imagine that it was pretty close to the end because like we theorized, it feels like all the systems are complete and all that. I've never I know that I could probably just open up the files in the Unreal Editor and see what's in there or not in there.
I don't know how easy that will be actually.
Let's see. If I open file location on here and let's see what's in. God, Windows 7 Explorer. This feels so old.
There's probably a log there somewhere actually. Actually, can you
A log file?
if you open your documents folder, just documents.
Hang on. First maps,
Yeah.
AOL demo entry and startup.
Okay.
I forget what entry is. Startup is like the blank square with just the repeating texture on the floor, right?
Possibly.